So, hi guys, how are you doing? 2 days ago, I was on Twitter and it wasn't funny. So, I just want to share with you all that if you are not mentally strong, if you cannot hold your emotions together, if you are with a soft mind, don't don't let Twitter be your thing. Twitter is not a social media; it's a place for bullies. It's a place to bully each other. It's a place where your mental health can be attacked, where you can be depressed. That's not a real social media. That is not a social media. That's a bully media. Twitter is a bully media. Yeah. And I'm just saying it so that people you can guide your mental space carefully. And that's why I'm putting out this video. So 2 days ago, there was an interesting conversation going on, a debate. See, Jomari wrote that, I will read it out. What he wrote, he said, dialysis is about 100,000 per plus per session. Sometimes you need 3 sessions in a week. Minimum wage is 70,000. Knowing this fact brought me tears in the hospital because no hope for the common man. The truth of the matter is that the care, the dialysis fee is expensive. So dialysis therapy is not cheap. As a matter of fact, no renal replacement therapy is cheap. All the renal replacement therapies are expensive. Transplants, peritoneal dialysis, hemodialysis, they are all expensive. These are the forms of renal replacement therapy. Then under that, there was a comment from I know Dupo, and it's a reasonable comment because, of course, if you heard that federal government are subsidized and now people are still saying the fee is expensive, you can bring it for clarification. And I found it interesting because he may not know. Then he put it that your president has been thoughtful about it. That is why 80% of that is subsidized implemented. Well, yes, federal government subsidized, but only subsidized 12 centers across the nation, which of course is not accessible to all the patients. In Abuja alone, we only have 2 centers that are subsidized. And I kid you not, the number of patients we have in Abuja, the numbers of patients that requires dialysis in Abuja right now, they are more than 1,000 people. And not only 2 centers are accredited, only centers are selected for this subsidized therapy. Make it make sense. How would all of them fit into that 2 centers? They can't fit in. So they still have to sort for their therapy in where they can access it, even though they have to pay higher fee. And that's where private hospitals and other government hospitals that are not selected comes in. In Abuja, we only have Federal Medical Center, Jabi, and National Hospital. So what is the accessibility of this subsidization to patients? It's not working. So I now had to respond that of course it was subsidized, yes, but it's not accessible to patients. Then other interesting conversation like that. Then after, I was just reading. In fact, somebody even read that dialysis is 40,000, but oh, God is the greatest. I responded to that person that funds is the greatest, is one of the major challenges. I said, I've been working in dialysis unit for 11 years now, and sincerely speaking, fund is a major challenge to renal replacement therapy. Any center that charge less than 50K in Nigeria is running. Now, any center that charge less than 50K in Nigeria is running charity, or better still, highly subsidized by individual organization. And that's the fact. Then it was immediately after that comment, I saw this comment of a guy that says, if it is cheap for a common man, how will Pastor Adeboye eat? That is from Okafor Ifeanyi wrote that on Twitter. Wrote that if it is cheap for a common man, how will Pastor Adeboye eat? I found this so insulting. I will not even like. I don't banter when it comes to. I don't. Like I said earlier, I don't even go to Twitter. I don't. No, I don't like bantering words. we've been warned in churches that just leave people the way with their foolishness sometimes. But I couldn't let this go because I work in dialysis unit and I know the impact of Pastor Adeboye in renal care. He and the church donated 8 dialysis machines to Wuse General Hospital. And by the way, how I don't know what brought Pastor Adeboye into the conversation of the federal government subsidizing dialysis. What how how did they even relate together? I can't I didn't let it go. And that was what brought about all my comments, to the guy. Some people too tried, that this Ramoni tried to talk, And I had to include their fathers, but I know you may be saying, why would I include their fathers? They call out my father. No, they didn't call my father, but they are calling out Baba Adeboye. Baba Adeboye is my father in the Lord. He may not be my biological father. I have my biological father, but he is my spiritual father. He's my father in the Lord. A disrespect to Daddy Adeboye is a disrespect to me. I'm sorry, I don't attend RCCG. I'm not a member of RCCG. But cut it out. You people are doing too much about Daddy Adeboye's this, Daddy Adeboye that. No, no, you all are doing so much. You are doing too much. You are doing so much. Yeah, even some people's father that cannot even put their households together, they go about trolling Daddy Adeboye. Some people that you are expecting Daddy Adeboye to chest the finances of Nigeria economy or the Nigeria needs when your own parents can barely even give a cup of garri to their neighbors. Make it make sense. Please, you people should cut it out. Okay, so before I even get provoked again, because I'm even getting angry on reading that again. Well, the fact is that the federal government indeed subsidized dialysis fee, but it's just among selected centers, which are just 12, and it's not accessible to all the patients. In a way to make this accessible, federal government can, through the patient NHIS, they can give some specific sections of therapy to patients, and with that it will go around all the patients, and it will not just be like some have been sidelined, and the accessibility will, will improve. The people will be able to access the therapy, the care, and of course the impact will be felt among all the patients, and indeed we will know that yes, patients are beneficiary of subsidization in Nigeria. So that's all I want to say. But don't go to Twitter if you know that your mind is not strong. Go. If you are a soft girl, just remain on TikTok, Instagram. In fact, go on. If you want there is nothing that you can. I'm not sure there is anything you can even achieve on that Twitter, because I will not even lie. I've not achieved anything since I've been there. I'd rather be on LinkedIn and connect to professional minds than be on Twitter that call each other out. So bye bye, you all.